Good morning, YouTube pipe smokers. Happy New Year. I hope this coming year is better than your last year. And I came up with the top 10 of the daily 5. Hard to pick out a top 10, but this will do. This is the top 10 of the last year's daily 5. And the first one is: be grateful when you're feeling good. Let the past stay there. Look up instead of down. Direct your future. Live life right now. Read ancient wisdom. Save money. Set things in order. Create a mental sanctuary. Let go of regrets. With that, I wish you all again a happy new year and a healthy one, most important. Smoking my Near-Up, which I'm going to put down because I can't keep a pipe lit and speak. Haven't mastered that. And I just want to say something that I got to get off my chest and start the new year off right. I was bummed out the last few days, and it probably came across in a few videos I did. And I apologize for that. And I'm going to put this to rest right now. I made a comment on somebody's video, and it wasn't a nasty comment. It was just my opinion based on the tobacco. He was saying that this is the best tobacco, that's the best tobacco, and basically all the other tobaccos everyone smokes is garbage. And all I simply said was, that may be 100% true. There are, of course, quality tobaccos, but people like what they like, quality or not. And then I made a few references to, like, a McDonald's. People love their hamburgers. It may not be the best beef, but they still have a following. So it doesn't always go by quality. It goes by what people like. And taste is very subjective. Anyway, evidently he found issue with that statement, and he basically cursed me out in a very rude and condescending manner. I'm not going to mention who it is. It's easy enough to figure out. But I come to the conclusion that, you know what, it's his problem, not mine. I did nothing wrong. I offered a comment. Which that's what we do videos for. I want commentary. I'm not 100% right in anything I say, and even if I do give a fact of something I like, it means nothing because it's taste. It's pure and simple. Comes down to taste. You know, there's no right or wrong. There's no granted 100% accurate, and they say that's why. McAllen, or whatever the hell it is, went out of business because they couldn't get the quality of tobacco they felt. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, and quite frankly, I don't care. Because there's people that smoke that and say it's terrible. So in the end of the day, it means nothing. It absolutely means nothing. You like what you like, and case closed. I mean, there's no, but anyway, I'm going to put that aside. I'm not going to deal with that person, and it's over because there's an issue there, and I don't know what it is, but maybe it's his way of gaining attention or whatever. But I don't know. I'm done with it, and I'm going to move on and start the new year off right. Whoever likes my channel, and I based on the feedback, I think a lot of people do. I do what I do. The Daily 5, like I said before, I did that for the simple reason it's hard to come up with video content on a regular basis. And if I myself didn't fall into some kind of daily habit, so to speak, I would not have many videos. So I chose the Daily 5, which I got the idea from Ghost Cobb, who does the 5 on Friday, which is a shout out to new YouTubers. So I took the 5 part of that and came up with the daily 5. And they're inspirational quotes, basically. I get them in all different sources. Some I make up myself. A lot come from books. I buy books pertaining to quotes and self-thought and self-help books, and I take little snippets from here and there, and that's where my content comes from. It's no secret. I'm not trying to be some kind of philosopher that's going to try to convince people I've come up with all these ideas. I don't. I'm just write them down as I come across them, and that becomes my daily 5. I do it in the morning as soon as I get to the shop, and it's just a way to constantly have content. It's like Sergeant Savinelli used to do his message of the day or his thought of the day. It gives you that normalcy, that routine, so to speak, that keeps me out there doing videos. Otherwise, myself, I would always hem and haw. Is this going to be a good video? Is that? So this broke the ice for me, and it's made me establish my channel. And obviously people subscribe and they like it, and based on the feedback I get, it's well received, and I thank you all for that. I also do the pipe experiment things, which I'm going to get back into a little more in depth, and those type of things going forward for 2019. I'm going to continue with the daily 5 as long as I can. Sometimes you may come across one that's redundant, because after a while it's hard to keep track of ones I may have said before. But it's not a bad message anyway to hear the same one. They're all good, and they're all self-reflective. And, you know, a lot of guys, Mel Harris, who I consider a friend, and many others, he mentioned to me in an email he passed by a road sign, because one of them was stop and read the road messages, historical signs, or and he was driving and he saw a sign and he wanted to stop and read it based on my 5 thoughts for the day. So, and that's what the purpose of them are. Granted, it's not pipe related. And my name being Pipes and Spirits, you would think it always has to be pipe related, but it really isn't. And I chose to pick pipes as a title because I liked what I saw in the community of respect, and we never had this type of issue in the past with pipe presenters. And I like that, and that's why, being I'm self-conscious and basically an introvert, I didn't want to deal with some of the other channels' negativity, because I'm into a lot of things. I do woodworking, automotive, I mean, you name it. I'm into shootings, I'm into pen turning, I dabble in making pipes, I'm into metal working with lathes, I weld. I mean, there's a multitude of things I do that I have interest in. And wines, I like wine, I like scotches and whiskeys, and I'm into pens, I'm a watch fanatic, I'm a bag fanatic, believe it or not. I love bags, leather bags, messenger bags, that type of thing. I have a lot of different interests. I like coffee. I'm into coffee. I've tried roasting beans. I've grind my own beans. I make cowboy coffee. I do... it's too numerous to list. Am I an expert in everything? Absolutely not. According to what they say, you have to do something for 10,000 hours to be considered an expert. In transmissions, I'm an expert. Okay, I've been doing it for 44 years. Do I know everything about transmissions? Absolutely not. I learn every day. And there's one thing about me, I'll never take credit for something I didn't do. And you can always expect a straight, honest answer from me. If you ask me a question, if I don't know it, I'll say I don't know it. I'm not going to whitewash it and give you some BS answer just to make you think I know what I'm talking about. Either I know the answer or I don't. I'm very opinionated, but I refrain from offering too much opinion where it could be looked at as negative, because sometimes in a written message, it loses its meaning, and I'm not the best person with vocabulary and punctuations, and so it's very simple to take something out of context and read it wrong, either by not using the proper word or proper punctuation. So I try to steer clear from controversial answers. But that being said, I would hope that everybody that's a presenter reads their feedback, and if there's something critical, takes it not to heart, but to just what it is. You're seeing my opinion based on what you said. I try to contribute to the conversation, and that's exactly what it is, a conversation. It's not meant to be an argument. It's not meant to be condescending, although it may come across like that because of wording, but it's not my intent. And everybody that knows me and watches my channel knows that's not my MO. I don't do that. I try to steer clear. I made the mistake of voicing an opinion on that mutton chop thing that time with the computer, and I had to talk with myself, and I'm not going to do that. If anybody wants to do things that I don't agree with, I'm just not going to comment or pass judgment, because it's not me myself to judge. But if somebody writes, does a video and is going to tell me that this lighter is the best lighter in the world, I don't see nothing wrong in writing, well, that's a nice lighter, but I like this lighter also. And I don't expect after I write that for somebody to say, you're an asshole and that's a piece of shit lighter, but because it's my opinion that this lighter is just as good, and I didn't knock your lighter. I'm just giving you an opinion that this is also a good lighter. But anyway, enough of that. I respect each and every one of you out there, and you always get respect back from me. And I thank you, everyone that subscribes and comments, and by the way, also was referred to this in this incident was that it was that I give thumbs down. I don't give anybody thumbs down. I just don't comment if I don't like it, what I hear. In one rare case on another channel that changed his name, I just voiced my opinion to him that the channel changed direction, and which it did, and that's fine too. It's his channel. He can do what he wants, just like it's a free country. But I thought, if I follow somebody, and I'm not going to name anybody's name's channel that I like, and then say they changed direction, I don't see there's anything wrong in mentioning that. But obviously some disagree with that, so I guess I have to refrain from even doing that. But it is what it is, My intent is only to try to help or offer an opinion, not to be controversial. And that's it. So with that, I apologize to anybody that may have been insulted by something I've written or said, but it's not my intent to ever degrade or dishonor or disrespect anyone that does a video. Listen, anybody that does a video, it's not easy doing these videos. It takes some work. You're putting yourself out there. And everybody has their own way of doing things, myself included. I don't consider my way right or wrong. It's just my way. And same thing with tobacco. I like what I like. Captain Black may be the cheapest crap on the planet. I happen to like it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And being Captain Black, if you want to really get down to it, it's been around for, who knows, 80 years, 100 years. There's got to be a reason for that, other than just price. But anyway, that's all I want to say. And I again wish everybody a happy and healthy and prosperous new year. And I'll continue to do my daily 5 as long as it's continued to be well received. If and when it doesn't become well received, then I'll switch gears and try something else. But that's what you can look forward to, more pipe experimenting. I don't do tobacco tasting because I think it's a selective, very hard thing. First of all, I don't think my taste buds qualify for it. I can't pick out the little nuances of tobaccos. I need to spend a long time with tobaccos to do that. I'm not against anybody that does reviews. I have bought tobaccos based on what they said, and I still didn't like it or didn't taste what they tasted. But again, it's exactly that. You know, in other countries, people eat bugs. That's not appealing to me. But, you know, that bug may be the most delicious thing you ever tasted. I'm not going to try it. It's, so that's the point. Taste is taste. And we all have different ones. I drink coffee with no sugar. I use a little cream. Other people can't drink coffee with no sugar. They need a little sugar. And it's on and on. Everything's like that. Who likes ketchup? Who don't? Who likes pepper? Who likes hot? Who like? I mean, it's, listen, that's why there's all the different tobaccos. That's why there's all the different coffees. There's all the different milks to suit whatever people like. And that's the point. Smoke what you like. Smoke what you can afford. And bottom line, be happy and do what makes you happy. With that, thank you for listening. It's a bit of a rant. It's 18 minutes now. And everybody be well. And thank you all again for supporting me. And the friendships. Eric's been phenomenal. Simon, Northwest Pipe Smoker, Matches, Artful Codger, 2 a.m. on the patio. The list goes on and on. I'm sorry if I can't obviously name every one of you, but you all know who you are if you've interacted with my channel, and I respect every one of you. And I'm thankful for every one of you. And I've got some phenomenal gifts in this past year that, quite frankly, I may not be worthy of. And it's really made me a better person inside. And I thank you all for that. So with that, I'll say goodbye, and I'll catch you on the next one.